And like any good trip to Mexico City, you need to start your day with markets and food. And at Parque Mexico, there's this really cool area called Audiorama, which has peaceful music and really fun furniture for people just to chill. And then we headed on over to a chocolate museum to learn about the history and the importance of chocolate in Mexico.
While you take your amazing pictures, I'll explain a little bit.
Okay.
After your pictures, you can take a seat, a cacao seat.
Just one?
Yeah. Peel it and
sunlight, dearest sunlight, I am calling you across the old room. Sunlight, dearest sunlight, I would like to come out of the womb. Something in me feels like all of me, and we dance all alone. Come on in. Open my heart.
Now, I'm not sure if you can tell, but on this chocolate bar, you can see little chapulines. These are grasshoppers and a very common snack here in Mexico. Then we made our way to this restaurant, which had beautiful music and a lovely ambiance. However, the food was mediocre and the customer service was not great. We had a lot of issues with management when we went to pay our bill, and overall, don't recommend this place. But we wouldn't let that keep us down, so we continued our walk around Centro, where we looked at all the magical giant displays for Dia de los Muertos.
it's a shame it's under construction, but whoa. Look at that. Are you filming me?
Yeah.
Trying to decipher what it is that the artist's intention was. Patient secretary. And you have this here. Oh, hello.
The next morning I took it easy, went for breakfast, and then just chilled until I went for a long walk with my friends from the Polyglot Conference.
Wait, actually?
Sweet like a cactus, fruit on a summer's day. Blueberry muffins, 2 glasses of champagne. Underneath the fig tree, look at me, your eyes are saying no. I know what this is and I don't mean to rush, but I'm jumping in the deep end. So it starts. Perfect summer street.
And of course we ended our night with tacos. My hostel had a great co-working area, so I spent the next morning editing some videos. Then I met up with Jonathan and Connor, and we headed to Xochimilco to see the canals, which before the 20th century used to span most of the Mexico City Valley.
Jonathan.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
Now, for these boats, you pay per boat, not per person. So the more people you get together on the boat, the cheaper it is, and the more fun you have. It was just us 4, but we still had a great time.
Thank you.
Gracias!
Oh, did you hear that this is like the only natural habitat of axolotl in the world? This canal?
Really?
Yeah.
This is where they're from?
Yeah.
See the little boats selling things?
Yeah. I love it.
Dorados de pollo, quesadilla.
She's spoiling our shit.
And now this lady has just boarded our boat from that boat to try and sell us things.
Did they bring another can of rice?
Although there was so much traffic and our boats could not move, we still had a great time because there was so much good music, good food, and lots of boat neighbors having a really good time that just kept the vibe really happy.
What is this?
It's a concoction.
A what?
Watch out, he's gonna get.
I thought an actual one.
You can say adeus.
Adios. Cheese
I finished the Portuguese
with
trade.
la coche, flor de calabaza. I was staying at the same hostel as Jonathan, so the next morning I was able to get breakfast with him before he headed back to Israel. It's always so strange to say goodbye after the Polyglot conference because you get so close with everyone and you get to see so many old friends. Bye!
Bye-bye.
Okay, have a good flight.
Thank you.
So weird. And here you can listen to me try and speak to an Uber driver in Spanish.
Pero español es muy difícil.
Es que lo entiendes muy bien,
Sí,
formulas las palabras muy bien.
sí, pero la gramática es... Uy, uy, uy.
Y no es complicado tener tantos idiomas en la cabeza.
Sí, cuando estoy aquí en un restaurante o algo, hablo mucho en alemán. No sé por qué, pero si no sabo, if I don't know,
No sé.
no sé una palabra en español, yo no sé por qué, pero es siempre en alemán.
Sale en alemán.
Sí.
We got together to have brunch, or in my case, second breakfast, with Avishta before she flew out of the country. And sadly, Avishta had to leave Mexico City, so Ryan and I got together at this little cafe to get some work done, and then we headed for dinner while we waited for Francis to join us.
La mano sobre mi corazón.
Bye! And then it was Ryan's turn to fly home, and all that was left was me and Francis, so we decided to make the most of our last day and head to a gluten-free bakery. Happy?
Yes.
Then Francis and I met up with our friends Angel and Jimmy, and they showed us a little bit around Mexico City.
Let's go down.
It's been quite warm.
Then it was my turn to go, so I packed my bags and headed to the airport, had some mediocre airport food, and checked into my hotel. So now I'm here at my airport hotel. It's in the airport, the Mexico City airport. I can't talk because there's a lot of people here. So this place is cool because it looks like a spaceship. There's a lot of space. It's hard to sign with my left hand. There's a lot of space. And there's a table for my computer. There's a light with controls, a nice fan. There's a door that locks automatically. You need to push the button to unlock it. It's pretty good. I decided to stay here because tomorrow morning my flight home is very early, and I just felt it was best to have more time here at the airport so I don't need to hurry to find an Uber or a taxi or whatever to get to the airport. So I just wake up, shower, and I don't need to go to the airport. I'm already here. It's perfect.
Y asegúrese que el respaldo del asiento y la bandera esté en posición vertical y que su cinturón de seguridad esté abrochado. Los vacíos y las salidas deben de estar libres de equipaje. Los dispositivos electrónicos de gran tamaño, tales como las computadoras portátiles, deben de estar guardados de forma segura. Los dispositivos...
After an incredible week of learning Spanish with Zaloa Languages, a wonderful weekend at the Polyglot Conference hanging out with everyone, and a few extra days in Mexico City, it's time to come home. If you haven't seen those videos already, go check them out. And I'll see you next time. Bye!